Hi there, it's Jolene again, and today we are going to talk about a therapy skill called HALT. So, HALT is an acronym that helps us break the cycles of unhealthy coping behaviors so that we can react to uncomfortable feelings in more productive ways. There are all sorts of ways in which we distract ourselves from what's uncomfortable. For instance, we may engage in binge eating or using substances or scrolling on the phone for hours on end. And oftentimes we're just impulsively doing these things without stopping and checking in with how we're really feeling inside and whether if this is really what we want to be doing with our time at the moment. So HALT is an acronym that stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. To use it, before you start engaging in the unhealthy coping behavior, ask yourself, am I hungry? Am I angry? Am I lonely? Or am I tired? Sometimes there may even be a combo of all those. For instance, you might have experienced being hangry, which is a combination of feeling hungry and angry. And you might notice how different your moods can be once you eat a snack and you're not hungry anymore. So instead of engaging in some kind of unhealthy behavior, check in to see if you are hungry first. If that's the case, see if you can eat a nutritious snack or a meal and try to do it without any sort of distractions. So no scrolling on your phone while eating, no watching TV while eating, maybe not even talking with anyone while eating. And just focus on savoring the act of eating itself. It's so much harder to eat impulsively when that's the only thing you're doing. It's really amazing how much hunger can impact our mood. And I have a colleague that says food is mood, and that is so true. When there is low blood pressure, we're much more likely to feel irritable as well, which is why hunger and anger often goes together. Which brings us to the next letter of the acronym HALT, anger. So anger often gets a bad rap because of the way it can be expressed in hurtful ways. But it's also a totally normal emotion that helps us take a stand and helps us acknowledge the injustice that we feel. And instead of seeing it as only expressed in harmful ways to yourself or others, try to brainstorm ways in which you can express anger in more constructive ways. So again, before engaging in that unwanted behavior, see if you can get anger out through your body by going to the batting cages if you play softball or baseball, or walking it out, or doing some kind of sports or deep breathing. Different ways to kind of express that anger so you're not holding it all in, but in healthier ways. The next letter of the acronym is L, which stands for lonely. Instead of coping by binge eating or scrolling or whatever else that you want to stop, see if you are lonely. And if that's the case, see if you can attend some kind of social event, do some volunteer work, call someone. Find some sort of hobby that allows you to meet people with like-minded interests. Loneliness is there for a reason, and yes, it can be super uncomfortable. But if you dismiss it, you're also missing the message it's trying to tell you, which is your need for developing more fulfilling relationships, or at least maintaining contact with those relationships. If we try to eat away our loneliness or distract ourselves in different harmful ways, it only drives us further into isolation. And finally, the T in HALT is tired. If you're feeling tired, your body is trying to tell you you need to rest. See if you can try to maintain a regular sleep schedule and an evening routine, like drinking tea or reading something that is not super stimulating before bed, to get your mind into the mindset of sleeping. If it's not the physical kind of exhaustion, but more of the mental kind, then it's telling you that there is some kind of misalignment in your life that you need to address. So HALT is a way to interrupt those unhealthy cycles and really stop to check in with what are your true needs in this moment. It helps you recognize what could alleviate that discomfort without using unhealthy ways of coping. There are many different answers to why and how we neglect ourselves. That can be for another video, just digging into the origins of these patterns. But as you continue practicing tuning into your true needs, into yourself, your desire to cope in harmful ways would start to decrease. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next one, I'm going to talk more about how to cope with different urges as they come. So please subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you next time.